Hello everyone and welcome back to another streaming. Oh my goodness, hold on. I must have tapped the mic a bit too hard and now all of a sudden it doesn't want to seem to work. Um, well, I say, okay, there you go. I was like, it's supposed to pop up the game, but it doesn't seem to want to work. Yeah, apologies for a lot of things, honestly. Um, Ever since having to move setups because, now with graduation coming up, family staying with us, so I have to move around some stuff. So apologies in advance, but yeah, welcome to another stream at the Gaming Roundtable this week. I guess while we're working on some of the, maintenance, i.e. commissions and everything else, I just wanted to state that apologies for Sunday night. Um, for some reason, my internet decided it wants to completely disappear, and along with my power. Um, Ended up finding out that apparently the city had to fix some things with our electric, so we did figure out what was wrong with it, but yeah, it essentially stayed on for a few hours, and I didn't want to risk it because it is either going to stay on a few hours and then shut off, or stay on a few hours and stay there. I wasn't going to risk it either way, though, so once again, apologies for that, but we're definitely going to start this week, try to get everything finished off, or I guess not finished off, but look at the new things in Star Rail today and kind of see what's happening, play through a bit of the story, and kind of go from there and see what we want to do. I'm sure we're not going to finish all of the story today because the Star Rail story seems to be very long compared to like a lot of Genshin Archon quests, but we'll see. So we actually have 3 messages, which I think is because I've been neglecting our text messages, unfortunately. Gallagher, want to try the new mix I have? I call it the Vaporizer. Yeah, that's a very valid question of will I vaporize me on the spot? That's a bit concerning. Just one sip of the drink and you get vaporized on the spot? Nah, I can't pull off something like that. But the taste and texture won't let you down. In Penacony, you can find all kinds of drink mixing ingredients, and sometimes the flavors that come out of the mix is hard to describe. I don't know how many unique drinks I've tasted before the vaporizer was created. Now I'm kind of curious what kind of other drinks you've made. There are way too many examples. Among recent mixes, Feast in Exile and Masked Talent could be considered classics. They left me with deepest impressions. I'm kind of curious about this Masked Talent. We'll go with that. The original point to the mix was to let people find a bit of sour and sweet amidst the cold shaved ice. Like finding candy among glass shards? Kinda, but after it went down, it was like drinking a cup of cold water. Nothing sour at all. Boring. Comparatively, the vaporizer is doing something really impressive. Using Soul Glad as a foundation, it is imbued with Atmos Sweet and Recollection as supporting ingredients. The incongruity woven from both sweet and bitter when you take one sip. It's like you're tasting life itself. Every time you try to reminisce and grasp onto something, you're only left with a fleeting nothingness. Yeah, honestly, that sounds interesting. See you at the lounge. I love how we can just enter the lounge at any point and doesn't care. I haven't been here for so long. Untouched places are few and far between on the Lofu. Yeah, where in the world are you at? I'm on top of the Jade Gate. I'm sorry, what? That massive, gigantic gate to get into the Lofu? How in the world did you get there? You can actually get on the Jade Gate? Of course, I did that a lot when I was young. I finally got yesterday's workload done, so I'm taking a break. I was going to send you a photo, but the signal's acting funny. Even text messages are coming in slower than usual. Yeah, so obviously we gotta check that out ourselves. Big sigh. Just when I thought nothing would go wrong, I'm leaving. Something the matter? A Cycrane delivered an official document and an emergency meeting is coming up. I gotta go back to the commission. Yeah, nice. You can earn some signals, but never Cycranes. Why are Cycranes so dastardly efficient? After all, Heron Express, we ship whatever you want. Laughing ship. What? Really? We're gonna laugh at ship? Okay. Whatever. My speech at the Golden Theater is about to start. I'm going to take a guess she's nervous because I highly doubt you would message us if you weren't. You saw through me. I thought I was doing a good job hiding it. Considering you're texting me, no, you're not. Do you have any tips for relaxing? Rub your face, throw in the towel, have a chat. Just give up. I mean, essentially, best thing for relaxing, just give up. Real. Rub your face. I clicked it because it seemed novel, and I'm very curious as to where this goes. That's easy. There's no one around. Let me rub my face thoroughly. You do you, Rania. You do you. They're calling for me. I need to go. Thanks for the tip. You can do it, I guess. I don't know why that was our suggestion. And by the way, I did forget, instead of the purple, I wanted to do the Monster Tavern. Because we got the new thing from the last event that we just barely squeezed out. Let's see. So we already did messages. Nameless Honor, I think has a new one, right? Yeah, that's the only thing about it, I think. New one with a bunch of new missions. Check out the Warp, which has 2 new characters. We have the new character Robin, and then I guess the rerun at Topaz and Numby, and then the 2 light cones for them, respectively. Yeah, we'll get to the what is it called, the trial stage in a bit. International guide. We'll click these 2 so far. Special event version info. Nope. Probably get some stuff from. Okay, I did want to point something out though. Stuff from obviously the maintenance and everything. However, I will say for those who are interested, there is a new album they released today alongside the newest event. Or I say released alongside. It was essentially a day after, but there's a new album by Robin, obviously, and I will admit that's been about the only thing I've been listening to lately. So if anyone is interested, that is actually on Spotify and Apple Music, so I'd recommend looking that up if possible. Your best bet would probably be to go to Hoyo Mix, because Hoyo Mix is normally where they put all their music and stuff. I do want to check this out, though. Our Dreamscape Pass has said it's updated. Yeah. This is the stage where you and that gambler put on a petrifying collaborative show. He wagered everything in the gamble, yet appeared indifferent to the idea of winning. Which is, why did he do that? He only wished for his own destruction. He wanted to cause a death and thus create an opening for the IPC. Can't understand him at all. Yeah, I mean, technically he probably wanted the... Nope. I was going to say the IPC and then not click the IPC one, but okay, that's fine. Akron, Emanator of Nihility, helped him to complete his task of profession. He could have used all the resources the IPC has, wealth, information, even the lives of his underlings, but he wagered himself instead. Was it out of kindness or cunning strategy? We will never know. And then obviously new stickers, which... yeah, there's those. The stars drift across the dream's artificial sky. They say that the great souls will eventually become stars in the sky that guide the way for those on the ground below. The stars in Penacony are woven by countless dream chasers. What will you ponder when you raise your head? They, too, walk on the path of Trailblaze. They are not any different from the masses. They're simply opportunists who leaped at money and fame. Yeah, I don't like the dream chasers, to be truthfully honest, so I'm saying simply opportunists who left at money and fame. The greedy are like locusts. If I guessed correctly, that quote should be enough to summarize your current thoughts. Their greatness is simply a coincidence. It's history or Aha's prank, isn't it? Oh my goodness, we have a lot of posters. Yeah, I just want to check that out, because I know that... oh, hold on. What in the world? Oh, new stickers and stuff, that's why. Go through and click all these, because... honestly, I keep forgetting that we actually have this pass. It kind of was, like, used for, like, the first... like, the novelty of it, and then after that, it just kind of wore off. We got a new reward for more stickers, though, so, I mean, there's that. Alright, how many more do we have to go? I will say I do like how if you kind of scroll through, it kind of like plays Penacony's song or whatever. I think that's really cool and a really unique detail there. Let's go to the travel log. Obviously, we have a new Gift of Odyssey event, which you know, always is nice. Get some Star Rail passes. Trailblaze mission, which is the fool that always ranks twice. I will say, seeing this art is fantastic. I absolutely love this. New, what are they called? Yeah, the conventional memoir, the permanent events that you can play, but have like limited time rewards if you complete them fast enough. And then the aptitude showcase, which, yep, that's the last thing. So we'll obviously start from the beginning all the way, or the end all the way back to the beginning, i.e. the 5 stars, and work through them. Hold on. Okay. Like I said, with the setup being all new and stuff, I'm essentially making sure everything's fine and nothing's burning down because, well, hold on. Zweihe ultimate ignores the target's weakness type and reduces the target's toughness. Gain charge whenever allied reduces enemy's toughness. Upon gaining a certain number of charges, launches a follow-up attack. Yeah, so essentially what I was trying to say, I moved the internet box out to where I'm at right now. Issue is it gets really hot and it's sitting on top of something that I don't know if it'll melt. So I've been kind of like looking at it from time to time to make sure that the thing it's on isn't like melting and completely just absorbing itself into the box. So you might hear me kind of move once or twice throughout the stream just to check it out. But Mara Sunder All, which is the basic attack. Iniquity Obliteration skill deals quantum damage to a single enemy, minor quantum damage to enemies adjacent to it. Divine Castigation ultimate deals massive quantum damage to a single enemy. Attack ignores weakness types and reduces the target toughness. The more toughness is reduced, the higher damage will be dealt. Karmic Perpetuation talent. When Zweihe or allies reduces enemies' toughness with attacks, gains stacks of karma. Karma reaches a maximum number of stacks. Immediately launches the follow-up attack, dealing minor quantum damage to single enemy target, bouncing for 30 times, consuming all karma. Summary Execution technique attacks the enemy after entering battle, deals minor quantum damage to all enemies.
The smell of sin.
Alright, so
Recount.
honestly, pretty straightforward what Zweihe does. Very good at lowering the enemy's weakness. Yeah, we don't need Poe's ability yet. And then, yeah, and this will activate the follow-up attack. At least it should. Oh no, because it didn't actually reduce enemy's toughness. I forgot. I thought the skill automatically reduced the toughness. That's only the ult, so. There we go.
By the order of the 10 lords, execute the Marastruck!
And that gave us four stacks of karma, which is nice.
Hereby ordained.
Enemy data signet markers
Let's honestly, let's just use all the ults.
Just in time.
It's not gonna survive much longer anyways.
Thanks for the support. Enemy targets detected.
Yeah, so you can't. No, I thought you could remove the skill, but I guess not. Honestly, it's not gonna matter too much.
Still in denial.
Are we just gonna defeat it before it even is able to attack?
Commencing support. Enemy data signet markers
I mean, I can only hope so.
Time for a nap time.
Guess so. Didn't even get to use the special ability. Oh, I was like, oh, great, guess we're waiting. Alright, now we move on to Hanya. Hanya regenerates skill points for the team, increases speed and attack of a target ally. Relatively straightforward, truthfully. And there we go. Oracle Brush, basic attack. Samsara Locked, skill. Deals physical damage to a single enemy. Applies burden for every 2 basic attacks, skills, or ultimates. Allies used on an enemy with burden recover 1 skill point. 10 Lord's Decree, all shall obey. Ultimate increases an ally speed and attack. Sanctioned talent. Allies deal more damage when attacking enemies inflicted with burden. Netherworld Judgment. Technique. Attacks the enemy after entering battle. Applies burden equivalent to that applied by the skill to a random enemy.
The smell of sin.
So how many stacks does it have? Yeah, it should only be one.
Recount.
And... I'm trying to think... Yeah, I believe we... Hold on. I keep trying to turn it up, because it doesn't look like the sound's being produced very high, but...
By the will of the ten
Definitely
lords
let Don
decree,
Hung do the
hereby
damage here.
ordained.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Oh yeah, definitely good
I
choice.
shall be the judge.
Fight. I've no interest in combat.
And let's use Trailblazer's ult.
Rules
That should finish it
are
off.
made to be broken.
Yep, like I figured. Oh, hold on. Forgot to claim. On to March 7th now. March 7th, Preservation provides a shield to a single ally. When enemy allies with shields are attacked, immediately launches a counter. Can freeze multiple enemies. I'd like to see it, honestly. And that should freeze all of them, which is nice. Frigid Cold Arrow, basic attack. Power of Cuteness, skill. Applies a shield on a single ally. Glacial Cascade, ultimate. Deals ice damage to all enemies with a chance to apply the freeze effect. Girl Power, talent. After a shielded ally is attacked by an enemy, March 7th immediately launches a counter against the attacker, dealing minor ice damage. Freezing Beauty, technique. Attacks the enemy after entering battle. Their high chance of inflicting freeze on a random enemy.
Move carefully.
It actually inflicted freeze on 2, but I think it's because of the talent skill. I think it froze it. Hold on, give me a second. I don't know why. Yeah, hold on.
Don't hesitate.
My screen isn't working. There we go. Okay, we're all good now. My screen was being weird for a second. I almost wonder if it's like... I think I get messages from people or something, and it basically stops stream. That or it's... Actually, now that I think about it, I think I lose connection for just long enough so the thing shuts itself off. Because it, like, freezes the video for just long enough that it doesn't think it's playing anymore. Which is wonderful, to tell you the least.
Next.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We're gonna freeze you. Good attempt, but no thank you.
I've no interest in conflict.
Let's see. I think we just normal attack, honestly.
Let's make it quick.
And then we can break those. Oh, nice. Eliminated it.
Are made to be broken.
I think we do... Yeah, we definitely do the skill one. Then we finish the ones on the outside.
The truth of life is sanctuary is but a vision. Break.
No, almost finished it. There we go. Alright, and there's one. Or I guess all the 4 stars, sorry. And now we move on to Topaz and Numby, who technically were characters before, but they're obviously having a rerun right now. Topaz and Numby, at the start of the battle, summons Numby to auto-attack. During battle, Numby's damage output is enhanced. During exploration, Numby will attack us alongside Topaz. Numby can discover an unobtained chest. Give me a second. There you go. Sorry, I was trying to like work on the screen and also have the stream set up at the same time, so it's a bit much. I don't know what that did, but now we're walking alongside Numby, which is adorable. Deficit, basic attack. Deal, oh yeah, minor fire damage. I wish I could speak. Jeez. Difficulty paying skill inflicts a single enemy with proof of debt status, causes it to receive increased damage from follow-up attacks. Numby deals fire damage to the target. Turn of Profit ultimate. Numby enters the Bonanza Windfall Bonanza state and increases its damage multiplier and critical damage. Trotter Market talent at the start of the battle summons Numby. Numby takes action. Numby deals follow-up attacks to a single enemy with proof of debt. Enemy with the proof of debt takes damage from follow-up attacks. Numby's action is advance forward. Explicit Subsidy technique summons Numby to tag along in a maze. Numby will automatically search for basic treasures and trotters nearby. Using technique will regenerate energy for Topaz after Numby's first attack in the next battle.
We're in trouble now.
Which it definitely gave Topaz a decent amount of energy, and I will say that.
The market is unpredictable.
Right. Investing in victory means
Activate
playing
belt.
the long game.
Oh, let's see.
My turn.
Didn't do much, but at least got all the charges up, I guess, so we're doing more damage.
Here.
Definitely put the shield on March. I don't need
Try that again.
anybody else getting attacked right now.
You're annoying.
Since we already did a damage power up on Topaz, I don't think we need it again.
1,000 wonders to rate.
Alright, put that on Topaz.
Ribbon trip.
Oh, and there it goes. And there that one goes. Yikes,
Told you I could fight.
they get wiped.
Everything's worth. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
And yep, there you go. Alright, there's that finished. And now we move on to the new character, Robin. Which I will say, the splash art for Robin is very cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I like all the splash art for all the characters, but Robin's is just... It has imagery, as well as, like... I don't know, it has imagery as well as looking cool. Like, they weren't trying to make a story out of it without, like, suffering when it comes to the looks department. The ultimate activates Concerto, making all allies immediately take action. Concerto increases attack for the whole team. After a teammate's attack, triggers additional damage. After an ally attacks, Robin regenerates energy. And so, obviously, here's the skill.
Shall begin.
Which is kind of cool, because it, like, puts out a field around you, and if you walk up to people,
Here's some disharmony.
they just don't attack you. They almost actually follow you. Which is very interesting.
Shall begin.
I just think it's really cool how they'll, like, follow you. But obviously the whole point is to attack, so let's get him out of here. Alright. Robin, Wing Flip White Noise, basic attack. Pinions Aria, skill, increases damage dealt by allies. Vox Harmonicae Opus Cosmicae, oh my goodness. Please don't do that to me. Ultimate, enters a Concerto state, increases all allies' attack, and causes all teammates to immediately take action. After an attack, Robin deals additional physical damage. While Concerto lasts, Robin is immune to crowd control debuffs. Before Concerto ends, Robin won't take turn or action, lasting until the end of the countdown. Tonal Resonance, talent, increases all allies' crit damage, and Robin additionally regenerates energy after allies attack enemies. Overture of Inebriation, technique, creates a special dimension around the character. Enemies within this dimension will not attack Robin. After entering battle while the dimension is active, Robin additionally regenerates 5 energy at the start of each wave. Sorry, I had to burp and that really kind of hurt. Speaking about imagery though, I know that a lot of people have talked about it, and I'm basically just kind of repeating what other people say that I've definitely have seen as well. Robin definitely feels like a bird in a cage, which, you know, you can kind of see the outlines of the cage right here. But what's really cool is that, like, with this update and stuff, it's showing that she's, like, released from this cage and that the cage has been broken, meaning she can now do what she wants, which in kind of like, you know, this fashion. She's kind of traveling with us on our journey, but it's just really cool to see that kind of imagery, but also not taking away from like how cool it looks. But yeah, like I said, definitely increase the attack here. Yeah, which is really cool though. You don't even have to actually like activate it on a specific character. You just activate it on yourself, and it just all allies now have increased attack. So that's kind of nice.
What are you looking at?
And it looks like Robin now has energy regeneration. Quintillization increases energy restoration rate by 3%, which is honestly really good.
Time for a shot.
Let's take this one. Oh boy.
I'm okay.
I will say though, I was definitely luckier than my attempt on my personal account, because all these enemies seriously attacked Robin at the same time, and it about finished her. It's about to be so aggravating. Okay, and I will say, here's the best part about Robin for those who don't know. This is it. You just listen to music the whole time. Apologies, but salutations, Ayakat. Welcome back to the stream. This is it. This is seriously, I no joke you, this is why I summoned her. And I will say though, for those who also don't know, yes, we are going to sit here for the next couple of seconds and listen to the song, because as you'll see in like 10 seconds, I think, yep, duration of a song. The game, seriously, I'm gonna go for Boot Hill. I don't blame you. The only reason I voted for or summoned for Robin was because of this. This is it, literally, this song. That is like the only reason I summoned for Robin. No other reason. I don't need her in my team. I don't really need her for anything. I just did it because it was funny. I will say though, like I said, this is like the only thing I've been listening to. The new Inside album by Robin is like the only soundtrack I've been listening to for the past like day, which is really bad, but it's okay. I will say though, it's very cool how MiHoYo essentially made the album released by Robin, quote unquote.
Want to see what I can do?
Updates to my characters. I have E2 Bronya. Oh. Yikes. And Japard's Light Cone. Yikes. I mean, it's both good and bad. It's like, I'm glad you got the Light Cone, but at the same time, you're like, really? I didn't necessarily want this. Now, obviously, if it's on like the normal banner, don't get me wrong, 100% that's amazing. But if it's like on like an event banner, that just makes it like 30 times worse. Oh, I need to activate this. Oh no. Stay close. Okay, it was all good.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Wait, what is her energy restoration rate right now? What is this? 15%? Jeez Louise. Granted, I guess she's not really getting anything here. Or no, she's... No, she is getting energy. I just don't know from what. I got the E2 Bronya at 40 pity and Japard's Light Cone at 13. Pity on both in standard. Oh. Ooh.
Just get on with it.
Never mind then, that's amazing. That is fantastic. It'd be different if it was like an event banner, but if it's on standard, that's amazing. Oh, well, there it goes. Yeah, like I said, the only reason I summoned her was for the music. It's kind of sad, but that's what happens, I guess. And yeah, I think next we're gonna... Yeah, because we don't really have anything until we can get done with everything. I'm just that lucky? Yeah, well, some of us wish we had that. Oh look, it blocked Lamal again because it can't deal with the fact.
Petticoat's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase, accompanied by Clocky's TikTok.
Oh, hey, speaking of Boot Hill, look at that.
Hours, this grand celebration will commence with much fanfare.
Well, this will be interesting. I know it's called the Great Train Robbery, but I mean, geez Louise, wasn't expecting this one.
I already told you. We can talk things out.
Poor Paimon. Or not Paimon, Pom Pom.
Sorry, Fluffy.
If I seriously mess up one of these characters one more time, I swear.
I had no choice but to resort to asking this favor of you all.
I will call Pom Pom Paimon and Paimon Pom Pom until the end of time. I swear upon everything. It will continue to happen. I will say though, very cool. I like the not cursor, what is that called? The sight? The scope? I don't know what this is called. I like this though. The thing in his eye. That's cool.
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
Pulling a gun on someone is
For the last
saying
time.
hi?
State your identity and purpose.
Boot Hill, we need to talk. That's all I'm saying.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
Oh, great. Let's add that to the list of people I've met so far.
Galaxy Ranger?
You look like you've seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
Well, then don't go off grid.
The righteous heroes of the hunt
knows?
would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
Normally, yes.
It probably is.
Thank you.
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status, and none of them are pretty stories. I have a hard time believing you.
This is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a bit about the Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons
What
by
is his
Dr. Primitive,
stance?
and they're in some valley screwing around on
Like,
swings.
he doesn't... Why is he standing like that?
Of course. I know you won't believe me. Which is also why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless.
Besides the train?
See the bullets in this gun?
The train wasn't enough?
9mm.
That's a bit
An
weird.
Eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head. I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes. So, you all have to first prove yourselves. Huh? Where are you going?
I love how Dunhung just, like, walks away, and Buto's just, like, stunned. Like, I'm sorry, what? Oh, let's go, I got Hanya. You know, honestly, normally I would say that it's not much of an accomplishment, but when you know what gachas are really like, and how much you struggle to get 4 stars, I will say congratulations. 4 stars are pains in the butt when you actually want one.
Recognize this?
Oh yeah, well, you know, one of the pieces of things that's, like, highly valuable and, like, nobody has.
It's a Fudger.
Muddle Fudger.
Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath.
Nice.
The CN Joe really gave this to you guys?
Model fudger?
Don't you love that?
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Senjo Lofu's general.
Her skill very useful, 100%.
Its
The skill
presence on
gathering is
board
really
serves
nice.
as the Senjo Alliance's official recognition of the Express. Is that enough?
I would hope so, geez.
Not bad, kiddo. And across these sprawling stars, a gentle squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion of Cloud Knights. Now, I reckon that'd be one fudging sight to behold.
I love how he's, like, trying to work around
Now it's your
the
turn.
cursing.
Been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the spotlight shown on them. We ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets, but I've been around the block enough to know the way to handle these types of situations is easy as pie.
I mean,
All right, then.
it could be, I
Feel
guess.
free to toss any questions my way. Let's see if my answers can't turn your trust. If your gut tells you otherwise, still ain't too late to show me the door.
I mean,
Why would
technically
I
it was
play
never
along?
too late, but...
If I truly am a real Galaxy Ranger, you stand to lose nothing.
But if you aren't, we do stand to lose something.
Alright then. Tell me, what kind of organization are the Galaxy Rangers?
Ah, my friend. This question is a hard one. I don't think I can even consider us an organization to begin with.
Oh, that's suspicious.
Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among such so-called universal values.
This reply does not instill trust. It only makes your predicament more precarious.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need that sort of thing. What brings us together is a shared bottom line. Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs, but the fundamental bottom line that one must never cross as a person. As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to the bottom line. When someone crosses them, the hunt's vengeance will surely come knocking.
I feel like that could be misinterpreted in a lot of ways, but
The other crucial meaning
It
of the
sounds
bottom
good.
line comes into play. As long as you don't cross it, you're free to do whatever you please. You catch my drift?
Second question. Why do you seek trouble with the Astral Express?
no, I don't seek
I already said that I seek no trouble.
Yeah, okay.
I must go to Penacony for a matter, but I don't have an invite, and I can't even enter the family's hotel doors. If only I could borrow the Nameless's identity. The entire cosmos knows you're guest of the family.
More than guess at this point, but
Rangers also esteemed guests.
Well, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. The son of a nice lady posing as one of us.
son of a nice lady.
She's on Penacony right now. My informant is a memo keeper.
Oh,
She's the
Black
same as all the
Swan.
medical organisms, appearing one moment and gone the next. Ugh. She scares the fudge out of me. Still, she gave me some vital info.
Once again, I love the
Galaxy
the
Ranger
the
imposter.
fudging.
Who is it?
What a guy.
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an emanator of nihility.
It's impossible.
Well, he did say you wouldn't believe
That's
him.
what I said. Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you.
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance, and that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise, there'd be wanton bloodshed across the cosmos, or even, perhaps, turning their back on the path they're supposed to follow. I had the good fortune of running into an elation emanator.
Oh boy.
Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns. If it weren't through sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known of its eminent status.
Nice. Real
Even
nice.
In the purest hunt, you'll find the Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight and Galaxy Rangers lurking in the shadows. Paths are inevitably concepts created by people and exist in planes beyond our understanding. To reckon that nihility emanators don't exist, well, maybe we just ain't nihilistic enough.
You know, he's got a point there, though. It's hard to fight that.
So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger. And it's pretty harrowing. If you don't want to believe me, you'd best send a message to them. But I'd advise you to move fast. We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what the memo keeper said is true. And that Acheron, who knows what she intends to do.
Oh boy. Tons of things are coming together at once.
I don't intend to do anything.
Oh.
That's not up to you.
Oh boy.
Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground. And then they will unanimously raise their heads to gaze at the sky. Be it reality or dream, staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity.
Is it?
Since the day
I mean, I've looked at the sky, but I don't know about that one, Chief.
it's always been there, watching over every single night of decadence.
You got a hole in your sky, just letting you know.
This night sky has been mercilessly severed, died with the mist of nihility. And this whole event happened within the course of a single slash of a
Yeah,
blade.
that bothers me that that doesn't line up, but that's okay.
A single
I'm sure it technically makes sense if you move this over,
isn't
but
really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
That's not the point.
I love how they're getting annoyed and she's just
Many
arguing
guests who were
semantics.
supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet. Even if the harmony is all-embracing, I have no choice but to show some of them the door. For the sake of Penacony and the peace.
Okay.
Of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows do not bear the right to dread the illuminated stage.
Yeah, but isn't there darkness in Penacony?
Speaking of living,
I don't think they're allowed to say that.
there's probably not much difference between us. It's only polite to reveal your true self, at least when speaking to others. Penacony's Dream Master.
Oh. Oh my. And saying, look whose bird it is.
That's just another reason that you can't stay.
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me.
That's a bit creepy.
Is this the unity that the family espouses?
My mortal shell
has long since
dissipated. The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes, ears, and mouths, spreading joy across dreams when required. And in times of essential need, exiling evil from this haven in my stead.
No, so it doesn't have a body anymore and just takes over others.
From the sound of
That's
it, it
cool.
seems like you're asking me to leave Penacony.
Dream Master sounds like a real piece of work, but alright.
I am glad that you're an understanding one. Alas, I'm not asking.
If you think you can.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Are you threatening me?
I ended it with a period. It was a statement, not a threat.
I mean, pretty
Knowing
much.
who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, "Why can't I?" The result has invariably been that they can't.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. The cords of the harmony extend across worlds. If you do not comply, when the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime.
Yeah, I don't think she really cares, but whatever.
137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body. And here I stand again, about to add another mark to the tally.
I don't think you're gonna make her leave. There's no way.
And you will die. I mean, all of you will. But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
A wise choice.
Oh yeah, act like you're not scared. You should be after what you just
I
saw.
wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river.
Okay.
Leave.
The Dream Master makes
and
no
never
sense.
return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and criminals. But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility. And even
Self-annihilator?
more so when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless, like a tributary spawned from the abyss that brings death and sin to all.
Are you still talking?
Akira, a befitting name.
Oh? I do not think she appreciated that.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome.
Oh?
Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
I'm sorry, what? We're swapping to whose POV? Fairly confident you're not alive. At the same time, golden hour.
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction at
A
Cloud
technical malfunction.
The family has promptly responded to security.
Yeah,
And
okay.
we're happy to report that there have been no injuries.
And apologies, I did see what you said. I will say though, when you said you got hit by a thing, do you mean in real life or in game? Because I feel like one is a tad bit worse than the other. Just a little bit. I wanted to get through that because that's one of those things that if you're not listening to it all at once, you're not going to understand it later. I barely understand what it was saying.
I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky.
In
and
game,
I even
oh.
caught one of them. But it
Might I ask what hit you in game?
before my very eyes.
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studios theme park incident?
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, okay, no disguise either.
Am I seeing things right?
Yeah, because that's not going to cause a panic. Just an idol
need to
walking down
worry.
the street.
I apologize for any inconvenience caused to your delightful dream journey. What you just mentioned about the chips really piqued my interest. Would you mind providing more details about the incident?
Oh, it was just those chips you normally see everywhere. The green ones? They fell from the sky as if it were raining.
And then those chips simply disappeared. It appears to be the dream sim tech the Iris family has been developing.
Really? That's the best we can do? Technology that's been developing? That's kind of sad. It was a small thing and something slapped me. My screen turned gray. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. It sounds like a lordly trash can, but I highly doubt it is. As if the lordly trash can literally kicks you. Kicks you in outside of battle and in battle. Just destroys you.
Miss Robin, you mean those chips were all part of a performance? But I really...
Shh. Be quiet.
Technology hasn't been made public yet. It was originally planned to debut at the Charmony Festival, but it seems it's been leaked.
It seems?
Can you help me keep this secret? The raining chips were supposed to be part of my act.
Really?
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense now. I'll do anything to help make the Charmony Festival a success.
Geez, Robin stands
Thank
doing
you.
anything for
As
her.
appreciation, I'd like to give you a token gift.
You know, that's not in the color of Robin. Robin's colors, you got this nice light blue, the purples, and nice colors on her face. Yeah, that's Sparkle's color. That would make a lot more
This
sense.
button is...
Nice try, Sparkle. I'm
If
catching
at
on to
just
you.
the right moment in the celebration, there could be an unexpected treat in store for you. All right. It looks like there are other guests who are also confused. I'll have to excuse myself. Please, enjoy the dreamscape.
Ah, yes. Dropping out the
Something people are
gigantic
talking
bomb
about.
buttons.
This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Wait, hold on. I want that. Give me that.
Without a license.
The sun's shining down. It's so warm here. I think I hear something. The warm sunshine and the pipe's hot air can get me. It can heat me right up. Forget it. I'm going back to everyone's side to keep warm. I will say I forgot to show off that thing there. I don't know. Can I talk to him and try again? Let's see.
Don't worry.
No, okay. It's about like when you get the multiple options. Oh, first of all though, I love how it's like a bird made out of music notes. Besides, what? Continuing on.
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the theme park.
That might have been
Soon
us.
after,
Whoopsie.
a wind tore through the sky, and black rain started leaking out of the void. The
Uh-oh.
family needs to provide a reasonable explanation, or I'll take my loved ones and return to reality. I thought the dreamscape was supposed to be a paradise. If it's not, then there's no point staying here.
Got it for a point there, though.
The good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest has unexpectedly entered the dreamscape. However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the safety of the guests is of the highest importance.
I gotta admit, though, Sparkle's pretty good at putting an act on.
I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation, but it won't resolve the problem. The family can try their best to protect their reputation, but as a guest, I don't wish to gamble with my life.
But as you can see, sir, no innocent bystanders were affected in this incident.
Gosh, she's good.
Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule. I believe you know this better than I do. If this incident happened in real life, how many people would be able to walk away from it?
Wow.
I could stay here, But keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be entangled in a conflict between the family and the IPC, so let's not have any more unnecessary incidents.
Though in reality, you can't get hurt in the dreamscape.
With the Charmony Festival about to commence, we will spare no effort in our preparations. Rest assured. To express our apologies, the family has arranged this gift for the guests. Thank you for understanding.
See, this time she didn't even, like, say anything about when to activate it. That's kind of weird. Oh no. It's these two rookies.
Nothing to be worried about. There's been a small rehearsal mishap at Clock Studios theme park. Please stay calm.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss Robin? Who do you think you're talking to?
That is kind of funny that she did not even realize.
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family, and I'm still not too used to working on the streets. I didn't realize it was you. I'm so sorry.
Hey, don't sweat it.
Whoopsie.
You guys have a tough job. I know how it is. How's the situation looking?
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and so far, no threats have been detected. We can expect order to be restored soon.
Rest assured, Miss Robin will intensify our patrols to ensure that no incidents occur.
I love how they have, like,
I trust
no care to just tell her everything.
Regarding what happened in the theme park, what do you hounds think about it? It's okay. Feel free to speak your mind.
Well...
Actually, I was there shortly after it happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with ill intent? And that Galaxy Ranger who easily cut through the sky?
Miss Robin, tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it. The myriad factions on Penacony have already been causing unease for everyone.
Oh boy.
Thank you all
Though,
for
really,
your
wouldn't you,
loyalty
though?
towards the family. The planet of festivities has indeed run into some trouble. A representative from the IPC, he's trying to regain ownership of Penacony and is prepared for a hostile takeover. Of course, the family did not agree. The result of the failed negotiations is as you see it now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering the dreamscape. Did they apprehend the troublemaker in the end?
Not to consider he exploded.
Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts, and he'll have something to show for it soon. However, given the situation, the IPC surely won't let this go easily. Therefore, we are relying on you hounds to maintain the order and stability of the dreamscape.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously. We won't let those IPC cronies get away with this.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who still feel uneasy, please tell them on my behalf that protecting the dreamscape requires everyone's help.
Listen, we all know this is... We all know this is Sparkle. I refuse to believe otherwise.
There's one for you too.
But dang is she good.
Open it at the Charmony Festival for an unexpected surprise.
She is good at hiding the truth.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin. It feels like I'm dreaming. Wait, I am in a dream.
Yeah, that is indeed how the dreamscape works.
On our door, we're not afraid to go to war. Rest assured, the dreamscape's peace will be protected by the Bloodhound family.
Oh, geez, we got more gifts? How many of these things is she leaving out? That is insane.
Miss Robin? That's the renowned cosmic superstar, Miss Robin!
Yes, it's me. Calm down.
I didn't expect to meet a fan here. I'm honored. Welcome to Penacony, a world filled with wonderful dreams.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin! Shouldn't you be preparing for the Charmony Festival?
Preparation is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. There's a chance to sing with everyone, I will not refuse.
This dude makes it seem like you can't ever
Regarding
take a
the
break.
recent mishap,
That's a bit
I
insane.
understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the family, it's only right for me to come.
But,
Oh, hold on.
are you sure it was actually...
Oh gosh, and now, hold on. Now my stuff's off because for some reason it got clicked. Regarding the oh, hold on, there we go. We can just click it.
Regarding the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the family, it's only right for me to come forward and offer my apologies to everyone.
There we go. Let that go.
Actually a mishap? Everyone saw those chips descending like rain and the red light tearing through the sky. Claiming it was merely special effects seems a bit far-fetched. Plus, I met that generous gentleman.
He's a bit
He looked really out of it and kept talking to himself.
that ain't good. He seems very
also
very
part of the
knowledgeable right now.
performance?
Everyone, please do not panic. I believe that the family will give everyone a satisfactory answer in due time.
Even if you say so, Miss Robin, it's hard to believe.
Some people just never listen, do they?
Uh-oh.
It's never ending. It just goes on and on. I'm getting really tired of this.
Sparkle, your personality.
Miss Robin?
Sparkle, your personality is going through a bit.
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone. I am the epitome of joy, kindness, and goodness, after all.
I say you're,
Huh? What was I just doing? And, who might you be, miss?
Here.
There it
Take
is.
This, little guest. This gift has been specially prepared for you by the family.
Knew it.
Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the button together with the others around you. You never know. Something very exciting might happen.
No, she finally ripped off her facade, finally. Turning to the Trailblazers POV. In the meantime,
We're back to where it all began. You entered the golden hour from this place.
you know, I forgot we were right here at
And it
this
is
moment.
Also from here where you will enter the true Penacony.
Oh, the true Penacony, and it actually marks it as the land of the exiles. That is very interesting.
It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you. As you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellaron Hunter Sam.
Yeah, well... Okay, yeah, so now that we actually are able to pick options, I like how they added it so you could literally click between 1, 2, and 3 on your keyboard. I don't know, it's just another way they're kind of showing that they're being very, very attentive towards the game and their control setup. Are you alright? You lied to me. Are you Firefly's soul? Yes, Firefly is dead. No, we know...
I'm fine. Sorry, I hope I haven't scared you.
Like I've been saying,
I know you have.
the Stellaron Hunters aren't absolutely terrible.
Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme? In that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils.
What?
So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel.
What?
I intended to call upon death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script. And I didn't get a chance to explain it to you. It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria and miasma exploded in my mind as if it was actually reality.
What? That is insane.
The momentary numbness that my body was absolutely unscathed. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles.
So she got sent to the actual land of Penacony.
I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. So I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield.
Huh.
And after all my attempts proved futile, it wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape.
Oh, wow.
That I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one.
So we essentially...
And that's it. That is all that's happened so far.
So Acheron essentially sent us... It basically sent us far into the dreamscape alongside Firefly back when, like... So the meme killed her, or quote-unquote killed her. Then Acheron quote-unquote killed us, sending us down to where Firefly... That is insane. Welcome to Honkai, where nothing makes sense and you have to literally think for 30 minutes about one minute detail. Well, all we need to know is that we're somewhere else now. More probably into the real dreamscape than the fake one that they put on the surface. I'm completely confused. Like, you don't seem funnier. I didn't even read that, but no, 100% completely confused.
It's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you.
Prove what?
Let's leave this place. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times.
Oh, that's great.
3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us has arrived.
So I'm not allowed to open my eyes still, right? After a piercing screech, a thick and ferocious surge of memoria crashes into your chest, churning and ravaging. Your consciousness becomes like scraps of paper caught in a whirlpool, breaking apart, dissolving, and dispersing within the turbulent, muddy current. Innumerable voices resonated throughout the symphony of memoria like roaring thunder, and among them, one echo stood out with exceptional clarity. You knew it came from the girl beside you, your hearts beating to the same rhythm, peaceful and even more peaceful. Until in that quiet darkness, memories rippled to existence. So essentially, we just got stabbed by the memory death.
I never knew you could do this.
Great. Love being stabbed. You wait, Blade's driving a car? Look at him in his suit. Look at him go.
Do you have a driver's license?
Ah, yes. When you're part of a gigantic organization that essentially commits various war crimes, the biggest issue you have is, do you have a driver's license? I'm glad we have our priorities straight, Firefly. Good job. We're really doing it. And he answered it seriously. What? I didn't even think he would have a driver's license. That is insane.
That is surprising.
You and me both.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins.
Oh, this is back in Japella. That is
No,
insane.
it's nothing. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
Like he cares.
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
Aww.
I'm not so sure about that. Slow down a bit.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you'd like.
Wait, activate Sam?
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body.
A long silence ensues. Neither of them brought up any topic, seemingly accustomed to the silence. It wasn't until much later that a soft sigh once again broke the quiet in the car.
Such a long tunnel. Didn't feel this long when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Oh, that's actually really funny. For those who don't know, there's an animation out there where Kafka gets essentially arrested by the Japella Brotherhood and essentially leads to the downfall of the Brotherhood. So it's cool seeing that that Firefly and Blade, i.e. Sam and Blade, essentially this is like their moments before they arrive and see the downfall of everything.
Part of the script?
That is insane to me.
It's in your script too.
Sorry. I didn't notice.
Just didn't read the script happens.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance.
Calm down, Blade. Jeez.
I told you before. It's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Maybe she doesn't want you to die.
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there in one piece.
You know what, though? That's a real question.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that do?
That's fantastic.
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end. But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history.
Wow.
The Everflame Mansion will take its place.
Oh, so that's why the Everflame Mansion became popular.
Future. You'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams. Penacony.
Wow, everything happened so fast.
Hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
I look at Blade being his edgy, sweet self. It's always hard to see Blade. He acts really mean and cruel, and then proceeds to just act kind. It's like, pick a lane, dude. Pick a lane.
Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Yeah. Where in the world are we? I mean, gosh, I don't know where we are.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the land of the exiles. It abides by a certain rule. Abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
So we got stabbed. That's what that was. It was suggested very well, but I just realized the ambiance here is crazy. Oh my god, where are we at? This is weird.
That has been perplexing us. Does death really exist in the dreamscape? Appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux.
Bingo, we got stabbed. I think it makes it better.
Emergence of
hold
that
on. I'll
is related
let
to
Well talk.
the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
I love how I think what really throws me off about the whole thing is that it's like it wasn't like, oh my gosh, it like straight up went through, like it wasn't describing it as like a bad thing. It described it as such a sweet and like calming stabbing through the gut. Like, it just feels weird that it talked about it so nicely. Like, it just, no. I don't think getting stabbed in the gut something I would say is nice.
Different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. And they all look like they're mildly dazed. But from the whispers of the residents, they've heard a familiar name. Gallagher.
Yeah, I see you, Gallagher.
Again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him.
I just wonder whether he's on our side or not.
Made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
Well, I'm glad everybody else knows what's going on.
The land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
What? Abandoned tracks. An abandoned railway. The dreamscape's magnanimity allows it to escape the fate of being invaded by overgrowth. Even if that is the case, you can still faintly hear constant roaring from the other side of the tunnel. It's as if in the next moment, an eerie train will slowly pull into the station, take you off to a dark world of no return. This is so thrilling. I'm curious what this does. You choose to stay without hesitation. Who could resist a mysterious train? Before you realize it, many people seem to appear around you. Though you can't see them, you know that they are all passengers waiting for that train. Yes, it's arriving. Okay, the train might have run into some issues on the way here, like a Stellaron blocking its way. It won't be long before it can remove the obstacle and swimmingly arrive before you. Okay, there's got to be an achievement here. Come on. It's already here. It'd be rude if you left now. You take a deep breath and listen in on the passengers' banter. They're saying that the train has free desserts and that it's arriving. The passengers' murmuring buzz fills the entire station. With these imaginary friends accompanying you, you're starting to consider if you should wait for the next one. Sure, patience is a virtue. In a place unfathomably far away, the train is speeding here, loaded with monkeys wearing hats, spiders with shoes, and dancing worms. Well, if it wasn't a dream before, it's definitely a dream now. The train leaves their mirth where it is, piercing through an ocean paved in velvet and rubies, rushing towards the dreamscape's next stop. And now, it is the moment of its stop. Nothing happened. Is it because you didn't buy a ticket? It left with those formless spirits, leaving only you in place. It's probably not your time, you tell yourself. Sometimes it's not necessarily good to have an active imagination. I knew it. I knew there was an achievement. You can't stop. Is this balloon lying sideways? Well, stinks to stink. You got rewards in you and I want them. What is this book? Dreamflux Reef Travel Guide 19.0. That's a bit much, but alright. Wow, once again, I can't get over how cool it looks. This place is awesome. Let's talk to these two before we head off.
I'm really sorry for waiting until now to tell you everything.
I mean, it would have been nice if you told me you were about to stab me in the gut, but besides the point, I guess. Why couldn't you reveal your true identity? Good question.
2 reasons. Firstly, the script.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
In the future that Elio saw, Sam and the Astral Express's confrontation was inevitable. I tried to break the shackles of the prophecy, but this is as far as I could go. That aside, there were also my personal motives. I wished to travel with you as Firefly, and not Sam.
Aww. It's alright, I didn't take it personally. I mean, since the internet kind of told me in advance, we kind of knew that Firefly was Sam, besides the point.
Thank you.
Do the Stellaron Hunters also want a piece of the legacy? Good question.
Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral Express to pursue the Grand Legacy.
Oh.
It means that the Watchmaker's legacy holds great significance
Best Stellaron Hunter?
to Trailblazing. And to you. Elio's scripts used to revolve and expand around certain specific Stellarons. But with your appearance, this condition has apparently ceased to be appropriate. Perhaps he also saw the impossible in the future.
That's... So what I'm hearing is that even Elio has now seen a new future because we were put into it. Which is weird because that really shouldn't be possible. Huh. That's actually really cool. So knowing that Elio has always had a predetermined script and knowing that we're messing with it is kind of... It's very intriguing why we have that ability. Whether that's because we have a Stellaron inside of us or because of who we are, I don't know, but no, back to the best Stellaron Hunter thing. I'm not going to ever say that I like any of the characters over others because really I like all the characters. I can't really just pick one. I will say, though, I feel like the Stellaron Hunters, at least, like, obviously in our world, not in-game, but in-game is, you know, pretty good as well. I feel like they get a really bad rap, which, granted, they do commit various war crimes. I'm not excusing those. However, they are trying to work towards a better future for everyone and not complete and utter destruction. So, I mean, as much as you don't like the fact that they commit war crimes, believe me, I get you, but it's like, they're also not trying to hurt people. It's one of those things that's like, they're like anti-villains. They have to do bad things for good things to come about. Or not anti-villains, anti-heroes. There you go. I did see, I have a problem. Now that does concern me. I would ask, what is your problem? So who exactly is Sam? I feel like Sam is an acronym. But I want to hear it from Firefly.
Do you still remember that medical cabin I told you about? Well, that's Sam. It belongs to the Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline. A Firefly
Oh,
Type
Firefly.
4 tactical heavy assault mech.
A strategic
It
assault
is
mech,
the
Sam.
cream
I
of my
knew it was an
vitality.
acronym.
And the meaning of my birth. And for the longest time it was how I should have looked to the rest of the world.
Trash can. Honestly, that's all you need to say. I'm sorry. The trash cans stink.
Reef differs from reality, so we mustn't lower our guard. You're sensitive to memoria. A slight mistake.
Yeah, believe me, I know.
And you could get lost in this memory zone.
Great, that's what I want. I'm glad they told me that first before they sent me here.
Something on your mind? Let's talk about it.
A lot of things, Welt, but... Oh, Acheron's Blade Slash. Great first question.
No wonder Miss Acheron is so averse to drawing her blade. It's hard to imagine such terrifying power could reside in an ordinary sheath. If it weren't for the fact that Aventurine's power originated from the preservation, the entire dreamscape would have been affected.
That is insane.
Don't feel burdened by this. Even without that Stellaron inside you, Aventurine would still have found other methods to accomplish his goal. Let's just believe in Miss Acheron. And given her prowess, I don't think we've got anything to worry about.
I say even Welt will never stop believing in her, which I really think is cool. I like how he essentially takes the fact of, like, how he knows who she is and pushes that forward and says, I will believe her no matter what.
During your investigation,
that's really cool.
You shared
I like
a
that.
vital piece of information. Mikhail, the former watchmaker who collaborated with the family to construct the Penacony we're familiar with today, had a falling out with the family for specific reasons.
Well, hopefully we'll find out the answers here.
This is precisely where the problem lies. You were clearly investigating a murder, so then why? As a security officer, is he changing the subject to talk about his past with the watchmaker? And now, with Firefly mentioning his name again, it's hard not to be suspicious.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, obviously we know that Gallagher has literal ties to the meme of death. You know, considering Sunday just got stabbed. But, it does make me wonder whose side Gallagher's on and who he's fighting for.
Before we found you,
it concerns
she already
me.
revealed her Stellaron Hunter identity and shared a lot of information.
Oh, wow.
Who would have thought that the Molten Knight's true identity was actually a young girl? For her, this is a secret that she cannot allow others to know. That being the case, I think we can believe she's willing to cooperate.
Interesting.
But she didn't reveal all her secrets. I just can't shake the feeling that her situation is different from that of the typical dreamer. And I hope that doesn't lead to any dangerous predicaments.
Okay. Which is interesting, because normally whenever Stellaron Hunter gets brought up, they've, like, the crew has kept them at a very arm's length. It's the first time that I've seen the Stellaron Hunters actually be treated as, like, someone we could work with. This is very interesting.
A little composure. We'll move out when you're ready.
More. Nothing like now. What's down here, though? Oh, a little birdie. Over here is Sir Trashbag. He has bid farewell to the warmth of his trash can and to protect Miss Billboard. What in the world? This game is so unserious. Depressed bird. Boohoo, why did you find me? I'm a useless birdie that can't even build its own nest. I'm only fit to live in a trash bag. This trash bag is mine. Real. No, this is mine. I can't even defend my own nest. I'm really the most useless birdie alive. Goodbye, stranger. I'll give you this trash bag. Well, that wasn't a trash bag. I want my trash bag. Yeah, just I really like the I'm gonna use a big word here, but the dichotomy, which for those who might not know, because I use big words for no reason whatsoever, it kind of means like the differing things between it, and how it's like you see Penacony and it's all this. What's weird? Why is there people here? Hold on, I want to see this. I'm sorry, I have to go. What? Darn it, those were darn good products and the robbers took them all. I was too careless. I shouldn't have fallen for such an obvious trap. It's fine as long as our people are still around. We can find a way to produce another batch of dream bubbles. One day, we'll have them pay back everything that belongs to us, twofold. What? Muddled vagrant.
Welcome to heaven. Dreams, true or false, all are ephemeral. Might as well drink more Soul Glad instead.
Yikes, this... I don't know if I want to talk to some
Keep
people.
going straight down this alley and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
Sorry, I had to sneeze, and once again, I did not want that to be blasted on the mic. Hey, did I blind you with my super awesome radiant spark? You mean your light bulb? Can a bird's feather make light brighter? I'm researching this problem right now. You feel the difference in the light? It was darker after you left. No, not much. I see. I'll switch up the light bulb and try again next time. Goodbye, friend. One day I'll turn Rooseville's pitch black darkness into a light snow. Whatever you say. Okay, I'm just going to ignore that. There's a lot of these balloons, though. Oh, hold on. There's a map? Oh, wait. Yoink. A map of the Dreamflux Reef. No one understands the Dreamflux Reef better than this map. Just the same that no one understands this map. Yeah, you know, that's kind of valid, though. That map's kind of confusing. But there is a bird, so I'm going to yoink it. You finally come, young warrior. See this map? I've marked the location of a treasure for you. Can you guess what you can see on it? 2 giant. Oh, that was close. I almost gave the answer away. I'm done with my lines. Good luck, warrior. Is there actually a treasure? I think that'd be really cool if there was an actual treasure. I mean, I'm assuming it's on this bridge or it's up here, but I'm not confident. Yeah, this is... Oh, man. This gives me, like... This kind of creeps me out. If I quit drinking, will she come back? What in the world? Oh, hold on. There's a note here. Stowaway Investigative Report, Part 1.
What a huge clocky.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like the watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
Clocky and Companion something. I can't read the rest of it. Don't hit me. Then get out. Boo, did that scare you? All the birdies were eaten by the gigantic Clocky. Guess why I'm still here? You went invisible? Boo, wrong guess. It's because Clocky doesn't eat birds. I was just pulling her leg. Your action was really fun. Goodbye. I'll come back next time to make you laugh. Okay, the sinister bird told me it's gonna make me laugh. Sure. By doing something evil, I'm sure. Normally this has secret stuff, so what is this? Clocky's finger pointing toward the sky, but the skies of the Dreamflux Reef are obscured by the lights of dreams. Does he want you to look up in admiration of the beauty of the dreams? Or is he mocking their hypocrisy? Or perhaps he's guiding you upwards in search of the secrets of this place. Wait, really? Oh my gosh. This... Oh my gosh, this music is something else. Oh great, and the elevators are super sketchy. That's great. Oh boy, I don't trust this elevator. I do not trust it one bit. Wait, investigate? Wait, really? You could investigate something on the way up the elevator, huh?
To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape, and all beyond the family's reach.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, we got the space anchor, so that's good.
The atmosphere in this fortress is pretty different from that in the beautiful dream.
When I first saw it, I was in awe too. The sky here, it's like a reflection of the 12 dreamscapes.
That's actually a possibility.
Is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas. The layout may be simple, but the facilities are very comprehensive. It seems that there are quite a number of people living here.
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the same hand, perhaps. Hard not to speculate on the connection. But there's no point in overthinking things. Let's meet up with Himiko and the others first.
Wait, others?
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district. There are more people there. And perhaps someone knows where she is.
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation.
Wait, others?
I'll try and locate Gallagher.
Sure. Let's reconnect later.
Because they said... Yeah, Himiko and the others. It should just be March. Who else are we meeting up with?
Letting her go was the right decision.
Hey, what the...
Further observations are
Misha?
needed before we decide whether to trust her. But first, there's someone I need to talk to. Let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him.
You're dang right. Why is Misha here?
He's right over there. The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the beautiful dream. We'd better check, just to be sure.
Alright, Misha. You better have a good explanation, because what in the world?
And perfectly legal for me to stay in.
What? Yeah. What? What in the world? mean, I will say, I definitely think it would have been a lot cooler if they did, like, they made this an exact replica of the dreamscape. Like, obviously the dreamscape that we've been in so far. I don't care. I really don't care. Be quiet, please. Thank you. I think it would have been really cool to make this like a replica at the of the golden hour, and then like have it really messed up like this. Have like the difference.
And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream.
Really?
And who might this be?
Wait, Welt can see Clocky now?
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend! Let's high-five!
Or is it because he's... I say, yeah, it's because he's young at heart? Which, there's like 1,000 different reasons we could talk about why that's true, but that's really weird.
Your, memory zone mean?
How do you see him?
Nope. Clocky is a good friend of mine. We all live here. How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
So, this
I'm
is
sorry.
your
Are you
home?
referring to the gigantic death meme known as Sleepy?
After my work in the beautiful dream ends,
Oh my gosh.
commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome,
Welcome
Sleepy
back.
started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
Yeah, it literally is
This
talking about the death meme.
Sleepy. Can you describe what it
And
looks
you're
like?
calling it Sleepy.
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes, but it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
That is insane. That is insane.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family, but for the people who live here, well, that couldn't be further from the truth.
I shall not trash can. Have fun. I hate those trash cans with a passion. They're awful.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
It stabbed me in the gut.
See. Has it
What
brought
do you
back any
mean?
guests recently? Say, in the last day or two? We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
A Robin.
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed.
There's no way. He kidnapped Sunday. There's no chance.
Mr. Yang, the person you're looking for, is it Miss Robin?
Yep, they're right
Just
on the
as
dot.
I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamplux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful dream. But its safety is unmatched.
Well, that's a
How about
plus.
this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamplux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all go visit Miss Robin together. She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon. So there should be enough time.
All right, then.
Go
We'll,
figure.
Follow your plan.
Figures that Robin's taking care of kids and helping them
Well,
out.
we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we're still none the wiser.
What is that? I want to look at this next. This gigantic gaping hole. It has to be Gallagher who's behind it all. That visitor from the Oak family is worth learning about. That name Sleepy. Yeah. No, I really would assume it's
That's my
Tank.
thinking as well. I'm not entirely certain, but we still have to find him one way or another.
What the heck? My tank got one-shotted? I'm telling you, I absolutely hate lordly trash cans. If you don't take care of them within the first 2 turns, your entire lineup is gone. It is insane.
Say, you mentioned before that you saw Clocky that only you could see, right?
Yep. That's why I'm surprised you can see him.
I can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I really still so young at heart? Forget it. It's not important. We'd better just follow Misha.
That, or is it maybe because of the place we're in that he's more, I guess, more real than he was before? I don't know. That or there's something special about us, because there always seems to be something special about us wherever we go. I will say, though, there's a lot of people here.
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most spectacular view of Dream.
I'm glad you tell us what this is, because what in the world?
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux Reef built on such unstable memoria?
That's a black hole. Sorry to tell you.
So Mr. Yang is also versed in Memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami.
Who? What? Okay, yeah. So not only is this view insane, but what in the world? And there's also like, I don't know if you can see it. I've zoomed in as much as you can see it. I don't know if maybe that's a visual error, but there's like a purple light in there. And I don't know what that is. I'm very curious.
Nice.
Oh, that's someone. Okay. Oh, hold on. Hot steam from under the manhole. Hold on, 2 seconds. The hot steam from under the manhole cover. Okay, listen here. Manhole cover bursts upwards like lightning, as if it's chasing something, before dissipating straight up into the heavens. Indeed, this is one of the great 7 manhole covers. The manhole cover of the hunt. Whatever. I gave up with this game a long time ago about trying to make sense of anything.
There she is.
I find a good. Oh, I forgot you did totally say Bronya and Hanya carry. My bad. But I find a good team for like defeating the Lordly Trash Can. Because honestly, your best bet is to either go with the same element, or with team members like Sampo who could attack multiple times in a row and really destroy it. It'd be like Sampo and Asta would probably be really good, but it's kind of up to you. Memorial black hole. It literally is a black hole. I was right. Oh my gosh, I knew it. Ratio, Adventurine, Bronya, and Hanya. That's my new team. Oh, so okay. You just meant in general. It's honestly not terrible, though. Bronya and Hanya. Yeah, nice. I don't have Sampo. Oh, jeez. That's rough. But I just know for, I just know, you know, characters that can attack multiple times and essentially, like, tear through your, what is it? Tear through your weakness is really good for Lordly Trash Cans. But, you know, obviously it's not going to hurt if you have other characters. I was just saying that, like, characters like that will help out a lot. Black hole-esque structure spawned from the Lost Memorial is ravenously feasting on an already destitute world. Though devoid of any substance, it still exhibits the appearance of gravitational collapse in the dream. What irony. Oh, I got to reward Slumber Town. I got his light cone yet again. Either you're talking about Japards or you're talking about Sampos. Either one, I mean, good job, or I'm sorry. Depends on whether what you want.
Another 10 system hours, the above dream will swallow the dream below. My hypothesis was correct. This place will cease to exist as the dream devours
Sampo,
everything.
ooh. I'm sorry.
Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet?
You'll probably keep getting it.
This place is about to disappear.
Yeah, so then why aren't you leaving? You can't just say this place is about to disappear and then not leave yourself. No Sampo, but Sampo light cone. Yeah, sounds about right.
I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in Memoria dynamics. And this is my life's work that I'm researching.
I've actually had, I think I had Clara's light cone for, like, I think I got it, like, maybe a couple weeks into the game. It was, like, one of, like, the first 5-star light cones that I got. I never got Clara until, like, a month ago. So, I mean, normally how things turn out. You get the light cone well before you get the character.
It was just a narrow rift many years ago, but now it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding Memoria has been flowing towards the other end of the hole at a constant velocity, slowly but surely.
So literally, who are you?
According to my calculations, the flow rate of Memoria has recently changed, and it's faster than ever before. It's almost as if something is sucking it in from the other side.
My speech turned red. Explain. You mean like in game or like explain the context a bit more? I think I might know what you're talking about, but speech turning red is weird. Either in Twitch chat or in game. I don't know what that means. I mean, I do if it is in game, but
Rosalina's Memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate results.
I'm talking to Welt right now. Were you what were you talking to Welt about? Because I mean, once again, I think I might know what you're talking about. Because if you're talking to Welt about Acheron, it was probably because of Acheron. That one I don't know what to explain to you about, honestly. The only thing I know is that Acheron, whenever she speaks, yep, there it is. Yep, I figured as much. I don't know what it is, but with something about Acheron, what I am assuming is that there's two either people or there's two something inside of Acheron. Whether she's caused it or not, I can't tell you. I think there's just the presence of Acheron, which, if we're really honest, now knowing that her identity is the emanator of Nihility might explain a lot, and that it's like you almost can't speak about somebody like that. But I don't really know for certain, truthfully. It's a very weird area to kind of discuss because we don't know much about Acheron besides that she's essentially somebody from Welt's universe, but not necessarily Welt's specific universe, just a universe like Welt's. I couldn't really explain it in full depth. I'm sure there are more guides and maybe people wanting to talk about it, but like that's about all I've come up with my own thoughts and beliefs, is that there's something about her being an emanator of Nihility and just her in general that just makes everything seem weird. Because even when she talks, her text turns red as well. And I've been trying to figure out why that is specifically. And, like, is it maybe what she's saying or everything like that? But, you know, bringing up the Trailblazers text turning red, there has to be something behind it. I'm not too sure, though.
The Dreamflux Reef will cease to exist. Just like the melting of glaciers, everything will crumble and disintegrate. The dreams on that side of the void will fuse into one.
Oh, that's great.
Don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before. Miss Kami isn't a bad person. She's just a bit lost in her own world. She'll probably realize she's wrong soon enough.
Trying to protect conspiracy theorists. They're just
say.
losing her mind.
There was something else that piqued my interest. Who is Madame Rosalina?
Oh, do you know her too? Or are you also a fan of Memoria Dynamics?
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements.
He's very good at lying between his
Tell us
teeth.
a little more about them?
He's very good.
Why, of course. She's an excellent scholar of Memoria Dynamics, and the first person to apply Memoria rate measurement methodology on interstellar travelers.
And that means what?
Incredibly, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people don't pay much attention to the nature of Memoria. She departed this world without much fame, leaving only a few thin journals behind. I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef, all because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have discovered a way to reverse the flow of Memoria. I felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the currents of the memory zone. You must uncover more concrete proof. You must convince everyone.
Yeah, you,
Does the name
you do that.
Rosalina sound familiar to you?
Oh, wait, was it really? It was one of the nameless mentioned by the conductor. Uh-oh. That's not good. That must mean that we're already too late to save one of them.
That's right. It seems like she did a great deal of research and calculations in Dreamflux Reef before abruptly passing away.
Or maybe we already knew she passed away, but either way.
I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war. She could see the Penacony of today. Its people building homes in the memory zone. I bet she'd be really happy.
Perhaps.
Wait a minute. Oh, I hear. I thought Misha was talking like he knew this Madame Rosalina. I'm like, that's over, like, that's past Welt's time. You would be old by that point. But he just says that's what he's heard.
Is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there.
I hope so.
Let me go.
Oh gosh, what now?
Please, come to your senses. I'm begging you.
Uh-oh. What did March get herself tangled up in? Let's first of all yoink this first. Oh, was sauna time over? I'm sorry, you were saunaing in the grates? That is so gross, but besides the point. Even feathers will be loosened up by the hot steam. But I feel my body going woozy. Can paper even be soaked in sauna? Good point. Origami birds aren't made from actual paper. Why would we get wet? Or would we? I'm going to go look for Dr. Blues right now for answers. I was wondering if there was an actual bird, like an actual head bird that collects all the origamis. Because I know that all the other places do, but I didn't know if because of how special this place was, if there wasn't. Because the other birds we've met so far haven't mentioned anything like it. But I guess not. Whatever. I thought it would have been cool, though.
There's a ghost. Don't come near me.
Bro, you gotta calm down. Just saying.
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip? Mr. Yang and Mr. Trailblazer, I've been waiting for you. Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member of the family on the way here.
Did
He was so scared.
Did she just call me
wanted to calm him
Mr.
down,
Trailblazer?
but
She's never called me Mr. Trailblazer. That almost hurts.
I've only done good in my life. Why can't I rest in peace after death? Well,
Oh, you're not
this is
dead.
how it turned out.
You scared him this badly? I mean, yeah, geez.
Ha ha, you're a regular comedian. He thinks he's dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me. Dream Flux Reef.
Marge sounds so annoyed.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I? I shouldn't have pushed my luck and tried sleeping in my dream. Curiosity kills the propensity.
There's so many things wrong with what you just said. But you think that the reason you're dead is because you tried to sleep in a dream. No words. Yeah, honestly, what's wrong with sleeping in dreams? What is this dude on?
You'll alert the monsters. All the dead are right here. All of them.
Sure seems to be a lot of humans around.
You're not talking about the memory zone meme, are you?
Don't say that name. It's all your fault. They're coming.
Really? Where? Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Say bye to breathing.
I'm sorry, what was that? What kind of monster was that? What did you just do? Deception's Crown restores HP after being attacked, but additionally gains physical and fire type weaknesses and takes increased break damage. The state will be dispelled after being weakness broken. I'm gonna save off for weakness breaking you because I want to see if you come outside of it. I'm gonna defeat the ones on the outside first.
Stand still.
Yeah, that's nice. Get your punches out of the way. Oh, well. No, there you go. I was like, I didn't want to weakness break it yet, but I mean... There we go.
We're just having fun.
Oh no, it just genuinely disappears. There's just no enemy.
Naughty child, nap time.
I wonder if you can actually defeat them before they enhance... Because I know it was an enemy before the battle spawned. Before the battle started.
His intense negative emotions attracted the nearby memory zone memes.
Okay, that makes sense.
I see. But why aren't the other people around here scared?
I was wondering why there's monsters
Unlike in the
around
Sweet
us.
Dream, people here don't see memory zone memes as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call. But we can't just leave this man here. Can we take him somewhere safe?
We can't just leave him on the bench?
Asking for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys.
Yeah, why doesn't that surprise me?
Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape.
Okay, hold it. What is this? The hot steam from the manhole cover rises gently like slow exaltation. Kissing the cheeks of passerbys, it selflessly donates its warmth. Wow, could this be one of the legendary 7 manhole covers? The manhole cover of abundance? I figured. There's going to be like 7 of them all throughout this new dreamscape that we have to look at. I'm sure there's probably some achievement. Oh, look, another one. Hot steam from the manhole cover envelops you. Who are you? Where are you going? What pain there is in life? What suffering is there in death? This must be one of the mysterious 7 manhole covers. The manhole cover of nihility. Love it. Wow, this is super interesting. I really hope you're not talking about the manhole covers. I really hope. I don't... Honkai Star Rail is? Oh. You don't even know the half of it. Oh my goodness, you don't even know the half of it. If I ever get to reading everything to this game... That is an instrument. That is an instrument selling stuff. I swear to you, if I click on this instrument and it is selling other instruments, we might actually have issues. Okay. Alright. What are you selling? Welcome. Ooh, don't tell me we got another new guest visiting today. All these new faces in town, I can't keep track of them all. I heard lots of people are coming over from the dreamscapes because of accidents. You look to be the same. Oh, sorry. It's far too easy to natter on about yourself once you get to my age. Let me give you a brief rundown of what we do. We're the only band in all of Dreamflux Fortress. Our staff here are talking automated instruments, just like me. Our main trade is also in automated instruments. For just a few alfalfa credits, customers can take home the instrument of their choice and have it play for you at home. Of course, I personally am not for sale. While still our own vinyl records here. Oh my gosh, I was right. Come here and flip through some if you're ever bored or feeling down in the dumps. I mean, after all, our store motto here is bring joy to the world through music. It literally is selling instruments. Oh, I should have known. I mean, I'll buy them, I guess. And heck with it, I guess I'll buy these two, because at this point, what is it going to do to me? Alright, back to the manhole covers. Hasi in front of the manhole cover is silent and unstrung. Its protection banishes all cold from around you. Wonderful, this must be one of the mystical 7 manhole covers, the manhole cover of preservation. It's perfect for me. If you're talking about Star Rail, yeah, honestly, I think if you're into this amount of craziness that's going on, this game's definitely for you. This game is definitely very unserious without it does a lot of things. I mean, like, the manhole covers being, like, the Aeons is just insane. I'm a band kid, so yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's fair. Talking instruments, selling instruments, I'm sure that would interest you. Oh my gosh. This game is something else. TikTok, you found me. The demon that has but destroyed the dreamscape. Not demonscape. It would probably not be easy. I am the felt fire that will burn out all happiness, the swamp that will devour the beautiful. I am the mastermind who causes the dreams to fall into nightmares, the inevitable nemesis of the righteous. Abandon all hope, you cannot hope to win against me. And time to fix you, because you're messed up. What the world? I don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, this goes up. Can I do that? And then I'm confused. I don't do I Oh, there you go. I don't even need to use a mirror. I haven't used the mirror once. We have to do that. And then, how do we get this to come over? Adventure and backstory time. Have fun. It hurts every single time. How do we get... I am very confused. And like, how do we even use this thing? Is this even important? I genuinely don't feel like this is important. Alright, something's weird and I don't know what's going on. What even is this puzzle? Like, what in the world? Oh wait, there, hold on, there it is. And then put this back up. I was wondering what this red block was for. It felt super weird why it would just be out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that was actually a harder one, I will admit. TikTok, if only I were really that powerful, but I cannot bear to pull the trigger. If I were more evil, more powerful, I wouldn't be punished or pushed around by the family and guests. Nah, just give me your chest. I just wanted your chest. That's all I wanted. Alright, let's continue on, I guess.
Let's see how...
Am I lagging? Is that what it is? I might be lagging. Ratio. Like I said, Ratio's been kind of really nasty lately.
Lying on the ground, he's a scaredy cat who fainted from fright.
I won't say I hate Ratio just yet.
I accidentally ended up here. I'll take care of him.
That's nice of him.
A lot of new faces
Was there lag?
lately.
Oh, great.
Things must be tough in the beautiful dream. The few remaining havens of freedom in Asdana will soon face trouble.
Do such things often happen here?
Sweet dreams collapse.
Yeah, I
This man
see
has
it.
had quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady march? Her songs can heal mental wounds.
Give me a second. I'm gonna wait for it to load. Okay. Gotta go start. No, don't worry about it. Okay, I think the lag looks to be over now. It just seems like the stream's going to be a bit more behind than before, which I apologize. I don't know why it's being funky right now.
A Holovian lady?
But it should be fine now. I'll try to keep my eyes on it, though.
She's also here in Dreamflux Reef.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh, right. If Firefly is here safe and sound, then it means Robin must be okay too.
Misha is about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that, let's meet up with Himiko. You were with her earlier, right?
We met some stowaways in the residential area. Most of them came from neighboring star systems.
I wonder how
places
stowaways
like
are getting here.
Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana, like islands in the ocean. They existed before the family arrived. I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes in Penacony.
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between this place and the Sweet Dream.
Yeah, that would be a fact.
Himiko must be gathering information. Let's hurry up and get going.
I'm saying, of course, while March has been hanging out with people, Himiko's already been gathering a bunch of information. You know, go Himiko for doing everything, basically. That's another bird over there. Let's go grab that. Oh, and a chest. We'll grab the chest, too. Alright, bird. How did you see through my impeccable disguise? Your feathers. I even got a balloon with a wig to beat the other birdies. Your hair color was different because my eyes see all. Yeah, that's it. We just see all. I didn't think I'd lose so easily. Goodbye. I'm going to return and see if I'm the last birdie found. Just for their information, they're not. They definitely are not the last bird to be found. We still have a lot more birds to find.
This is where we split up.
Oh, okay.
She can't be too far away.
That is a big dude.
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
Who are you?
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of
Micah. Like Mikhail, Micah. That's weird.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge of the Land of the Exiles.
Yeah, that figures.
Micah, these are my companions.
It's a pleasure to meet the Nameless.
You know us?
That's kind of weird.
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 dreamscapes. Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
The what?
Gravekeeper?
Yeah, you better start explaining.
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
What is that supposed to mean?
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them how to survive the wild dream chaos.
Wow.
So, guardian of sorts.
Yeah, that's not a grave.
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
What do you mean?
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
Yeah, that was such a weird. Like, yeah, obviously he wasn't. I mean, he kind of was talking to you, but the way that he asked that's just weird. I don't like that. There's something up with Mika.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. I have a feeling you might find something of interest there. But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
Okay, I'm gonna click on this grate first. Steam from under the manhole cover is united in song, each water molecule sharing their joy, hand in hand. Ah, it must be one of the incomparable 7 manhole covers. The manhole cover of Harmony. Super weird, but it's okay. Yeah, I wanted to go back this way since there was a chest and... Oh, look, another manhole cover. I didn't actually see this. Hot steam under the manhole cover dissipates evenly and effectively, like a program that was written long ago. You can be certain this is one of the 7 manhole covers from the stories. This is the manhole cover of Erudition. I think we only need one more manhole cover, and I think we found them all. Now, we're probably not going to find it. I'd be pretty amazed if we just stumbled across it, but... I'll definitely go and see it if I can find it. This is...
Just a wallflower.
To Slumber Town. Actually, that leads... Oh, it, like, teleports you. Very interesting. Is this a way down? Yeah, it is a way down. Okay. Yeah, I figured it was Robin. When they said special guest, I'm like, there's only like 2 or 3 people that I can imagine.
It really is her, Miss Robin.
Okay, yeah, I don't see any more manhole covers. Give me a second. Is that it? Hot steam bursts from under the manhole cover, lashing at the world with like a fiery roar with a nearly birthed volcano. That's right, this is one of the 7 manhole covers, the manhole cover of destruction. Oh, look at that. We found all of them. Congratulations, you've collected the blessings of the sacred 7 manhole covers. Now your great name is known by all throughout the world of the manhole covers. You want to know what the blessings of the manhole covers do? You're hitting the nail on the head. They're cool and they're very cool. Anyway, it's cool. Well, we did it, I guess. What did that do for me? Absolutely nothing. But at least we got an achievement out of it, so I'll take it, I guess. Alright, let's talk to Robin and see what's going on over here, too.
Everyone sang so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style, but I've gained some valuable insights from it.
Oh, wait, auto. Forgot auto is turned off.
I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. It was you who brought hope into their lives.
Well, this is the real Robin, I
It must be
think.
quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
So it's not just Sparkle.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef, talked to everyone I met, and they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
Then why are there people here?
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family.
That's...
If we compare people to birds,
wow.
These kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength.
I think that's beautiful.
And me,
What in the world?
an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
That's amazing. I love
I'm glad
that.
that you found a new life here in Penacony. It's just...
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality.
I mean, that's not
But
something
you
a
know
lot of
what?
people can
Emma and
deal
Mary aren't
with.
plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
That's...
Should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another.
That's beautiful.
No
I
need to
love
have it
this.
in the
Oh my
illusory
goodness.
sky and dreams. Because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
That's such a beautiful message. I love
It's
that.
a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there.
Really?
I'm really sorry about that.
You just think so, right?
Can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana.
But it wasn't.
And now it seems...
Like she said before in the letter, it's probably because of the harmony.
There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. Losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
Yep.
Sweet Dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. Whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here. The land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
Probably because this is,
hate to admit
this place is better.
But the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream.
Which is sad, truthfully.
But the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Wow.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin?
I feel bad for
Considering
Robin.
what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
There's no way.
I'd heard about what happened to the Cienjo Alliance, but as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions.
I say I would hope not.
Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something.
If the destruction is putting its hands in here, that'd be a
I cannot
nightmare.
accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Oh my. That is a big declaration. 11 system hours for the Charmony Festival. I couldn't read the rest of it.
Look here, brother.
Oh, there you go. 11 system hours until the Charmony Festival at the other side of the Dreamflux Reef. So Sunday, I think, is in Dreamflux Reef. I figured he was, but
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove.
that's a very pretty bird. I like that.
But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
Yeah. Surely they'll build a cage for it.
Then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their visit?
Oh no.
Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
I don't like the voice.
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered, it can't sing. It didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds. They should be flying free in the sky.
Just like Robin.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure.
I don't like the voice. I feel like the voice is about to
Let me tell
hurt
you
it.
youngsters a story. As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights, so that they look like shooting stars.
That is impressive, honestly.
We've seen this
It's
spectacle
kind of cool.
so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations. Their
Really?
ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground. So, to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air.
Yeah, but why would they evolve bright
After
colors that would be
countless
seen?
attempts by many generations,
That doesn't make
one
sense,
of them
but okay.
finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly? They find a way to do it through their determination? Right?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
Sunday.
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because I want it to live, no matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your
They both have very
insights are
interesting
truly
ways of looking at life.
And
And honestly, neither are wrong. I really like how both of them look at it.
in their own way.
We will take good care of it. Won't we, brother?
Yeah, but Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite understand.
And what might that be?
my son.
I still don't like that voice.
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky, only to see them crash to the ground and die?
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? Time to wake up.
Huh. Nope. I say Gallagher finally woke him up, it looks like.
Huh? Need a hand?
I'm still alive?
Yeah, Sunday wasn't expecting that one.
Happy about that?
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
This is a very good point.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the watchmaker.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
I thought there was only 3 families. I didn't know there was 4. My
You
bad.
are aware of my plan and see through my act. Time is running out, so let's drop the charades. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Oh, he is going to be on our side.
What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
But what does he want?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
Justice or ambition.
Show me Robin first.
I say, once he knows his sister is
All
fine,
right,
I don't think he
as
cares.
you wish. Here she is.
Huh?
That's...
What's your trick this time?
That's not her.
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
You know where Robin is, right, bro?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak family.
I love how nobody likes Gallagher right now.
All the actors are on the stage.
I feel like Robin is like the only one that might somewhat like him. Even then, I don't know.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was
All the
known as a
Trailblazers
frontier
I think we were
prison,
looking for.
It was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on the small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
Their names are inscribed here. Then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Well, at least we have our answer.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Astana, Tiernan took up the way of the Trailblaze and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system.
Oh, wow.
Only to be surrounded and wiped out by the Swarm.
Though I
So the
had
Swarm took
expected
him
as
out.
much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
I would have assumed it was the Harmony, but
True
wow.
to the title of Trailblazer. They spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet? There are no names carved on it.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Yeah, good to know you're here, Gallagher. Oh boy, we have a lot of people. We'll definitely talk to everybody before... What happened to the... Where are the Trailblazers? Well, March and Himiko just disappeared, but alright.
Brother.
There's no need for words. You're safe. And that's all that matters.
Honestly, that's what I wanted to see between them, was that kind of brotherly, sisterly love.
Well, I did my job.
Because Sunday seems very heartless on the surface, but
Gallagher will explain the rest to you.
I was just kind of waiting for that.
Take care.
Because I've seen a few people online kind of, and like it's it's very few, but I've seen some people complain about Sunday. I'm like, he has brotherly love for his sister. It's just you don't tend to notice it because he's not very open about it. But you could tell he cares.
The atmosphere sure is livened up with all these people in here.
Considering the first thing he wanted to do was see his sister, and the second that he sees her, he now doesn't really care what happens.
I brought Gallagher here. It's time to face the truth.
Well, time to see what the truth is. It'd be nice if he tells us the whole truth,
I
but
promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
Yeah, just tell us the truth.
Sounds sensible enough.
Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh, is it that obvious?
Really? Yeah, kind of.
Look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
Very true.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions.
Only
Before
fair?
we begin,
Are you kidding me?
Let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy.
Wait,
of
the
Watchman,
founder?
and the one who sent out that invitation.
How are you the founder? How old
As
are you?
Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
How old is this dude?
History fictionologist? So what? Everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
Yeah, he was lying the whole time to them.
And everything he said about the family, the watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Unless Mika was
Thank you for your
lying.
understanding. Now let's get down.
But besides the point, I guess.
I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy. Inviting different factions, stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony.
Would be nice if you explained that, yeah.
It all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
There's a Stellaron here.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
Yeah, great. That's what we need.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
The Stellaron has been completely sealed. Someone is manipulating the Stellaron. You're pulling our leg. I mean, it'd have to be that it's sealed. How would someone manipulate the Stellaron? That'd be insane.
I wish that were the truth. But if that were the case, I wouldn't have invited all of you.
Oh no.
The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata,
Oh no.
the only way is to use a Stellaron.
Someone literally is using a
That's
Stellaron
not
to make the
something you can
dreamscape.
achieve with a simple wish.
It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
What?
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster?
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play. The Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power, and most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadows with ulterior
Was it the family?
The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity. By the time a representative from the Montour Systems family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony. Those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
So the Watchmaker didn't even know about the Stellaron?
How did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dream? It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape.
Oh my
It tempts
gosh.
people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream.
Oh my goodness.
Confusion, laziness, and cowardice, weaknesses that plague humanity, were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable than the previous one.
So people literally just
Sadly,
get
we
their
realized
lives
this far
turned
too
into
late.
energy.
By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose.
That is...
At my wit's end, I had to
Oh
use
my
the
gosh.
power of the
That's
Enigmata.
gross.
I sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, I created a meme within this dream for our use. Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
And as Ratio's note said, there is no death in the dream, only dormancy. I don't know how Ratio knows about it, but that is impressive. Ratio knows a lot more than he ever lets on.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
So there's not even a legacy.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally
That
fine
is
with
funny.
If that's the case,
So we come for
where
one
is the
thing and it's
Stellaron?
not even true.
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
That's whether he helps or not. I hope Robin's able to convince him, because I'm sure she agrees with
Are you done
with
talking?
Gallagher.
So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
Are you kidding?
As I suspected. It's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the sweet dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
Do they understand how
As for the
how
person who
incredibly
employed its
dumb that
power,
is?
It is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
Yeah, because if he had confronted
I didn't
Gopher,
have
Gopher
other
probably would have
options.
taken him out.
The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me, and I didn't want it all to end like this.
Too late now.
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself. For the paradise in our dreams.
Good on Robin.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the sweet dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
Might be
The
too late
enemies we're
now,
about
but
to face
if you say
aren't
so.
like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Mr. Trailblazer?
Why am I Mister? What in the world? What happened to just calling me Trailblazer? Ain't nothing to fear, but no more. Nah, we'd win. 100%.
That line actually makes me a bit nervous.
Well, what do you want me to say?
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations, and could make all the difference if things get ugly.
Oh, it definitely will. It definitely will.
Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
I will say, we are kind of getting close to the end of the stream, and I think I want to end it just a little bit early, but we also have a lot of other stuff to do as well, so it's not going to be too early. It's just kind of like get everything finished. Duration of a song, listen to Robin's song and singing, which it's so funny to know that's an achievement. It's so funny. Anyway, it's cool. Find 7 special manhole covers in the Dreamflux Street. Waiting for a Godot? Patiently waiting for the arrival of the ghost train. Which never arrived, might I add. Let's see. Messages, yeah, no. I think... What characters do we have again? I want to check. We have like one support. I mean, technically 2 supporting, but well, it's more of like a, yeah, more like a debuffer, Nihility. I don't think Robin would be too terrible to get. I feel like we have a lot of damage dealing. Plus, like I said, the singing is a massive plus. Granted, that's if we even get Robin, which I highly doubt. I know my luck, and my luck isn't that good. Pioneering, Sagacity, Void. Huh, we got Zhuehi. I'll take it. Amber, Void, Meditation, Multiplication, Sagacity, Mutual Demise. Alright, we can summon one more time. Let's see. Oh? Ooh? There is a 5-star. I don't think we're guaranteed, though. So we could either get really lucky or not get it. Arrows. Meditation. Oh, I got Hanya. Mashing Cog, Sagacity, Adversarial, Pioneering, and... Oh, look at that. I'll take it. New character achieved. I will say, though, were we guaranteed on that? Let me view details. I want to check this. Records. There we go. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. So, it's, yeah, I forgot. It only shows a character within, like, 10 minutes or something. So the ones we just did aren't going to show. Let's see. I want to see what our last 5-star was. Oh my gosh. Has it really been this long? Japard. Okay, we actually were guaranteed. I did not know that. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. I know it's a tad bit early, but honestly, I'm really feeling like we're getting to the end of this mission. Like, I feel like this can't be too far off from where we're supposed to be ending the story for now. So, I don't think it'll be too much of a worry. I will say, though, for those watching, next week I will not... I want to say it this stream, and I'll probably say it next stream as well. There's not going to be any streams next week. It's...
I come to the world of the living to enforce their will.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Zhuehi. Next week is graduation for me, and graduation has a lot of stuff that I have to... I'm going to be worried about, and also just kind of events that are outside of... Okay, are we done? Jeez, please. Also events that are happening outside of just a normal stream and everything. And just, there's a lot of stuff going on next week, so there's not going to be any Star Rail stream or Genshin stream. I just wanted to mention it today, and I'll mention it on Sunday as well. But yeah, just wanted to say that before we left. And I think that'll be it for today. Thank you for those who are watching today. I really appreciate it. And for those watching back later, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see everyone, you know, obviously for Sunday, but then obviously the week after, next week, which is the 24th, I believe, for another stream on Honkai Star Rail. But obviously Sunday for Genshin Impact if y'all can make it. Thank you so much for watching, and this has been another stream at the Gaming Roundtable, and I hope to see everyone